The journey into the lost empire of Atlantis does not begin in the depths of the ocean, but within the hallowed marble halls of ancient Athens. Imagine yourself sitting across from the philosopher Plato, the flickering light of an oil lamp casting long, rhythmic shadows against the stone walls. You hear the distinct, dry rustle of ancient parchment as he unrolls the scrolls of Timaeus and Critias. This is not merely a story. It is a meticulous intellectual record of a civilization that existed 9,000 years before his time, situated just beyond the formidable Pillars of Hercules. As Plato speaks, his voice is a low, steady cadence that anchors your drifting thoughts to the wisdom of the past. He describes an island continent of immense power, a kingdom that governed with absolute laws, carved into a sacred pillar of orichalcum. You feel the cool, salt-tinged evening breeze of the Mediterranean brushing softly against your skin, carrying the faint, herbal scent of wild thyme. The intellectual weight of this mystery presses gently against your consciousness, serving as a quiet gateway to a deeper, ancient silence that transcends the modern world. You contemplate the nature of memory and the vast stretches of time that separate us from this forgotten age. How can an entire civilization, with its grand temples and soaring monuments, vanish in a single day and night of misfortune? The parchment crinkles under the philosopher's touch. A sound like autumn leaves whispering secrets of a lost era. You are no longer a spectator of history, but a traveler preparing to descend into the blue veil of the Atlantic. Your mind is now anchored in the geometry of the past, ready to see the concentric rings of the great capital city appear through the mist. Now leave the marble halls of Athens behind. Your spirit drifts across the dark, swelling waves of the Atlantic, guided by a pale, celestial light. Slowly, a veil of sapphire mist begins to part, revealing a masterpiece of sacred geometry that defies human imagination. You are looking down upon the capital of Atlantis. It is a city defined by balance, a series of 3 concentric rings of water and 2 of land, perfectly nested within one another, like a celestial map carved into the very earth. As you descend, notice the colors that define this empire. The Nabatean architects of this world did not use mere clay. They quarried stone from the heart of the island, red, black, and white. Even the walls are rhythmic, organic pattern. Imagine running your hand along the innermost wall. It is coated in shimmering orichalcum, glowing with a soft subterranean light. The air here is thick with the scent of sea salt and rare minerals, a fragrance that has been trapped in time for millennia. Look toward the great harbor. A massive canal 300 feet wide cuts through the rings of land, connecting the inner sanctum to the open sea. You see merchant ships from every corner of the prehistoric world, their wooden hulls creaking in a rhythmic oceanic lullaby. This is a world in perfect order where the roar of the ocean is tamed by the wisdom of geometry. Each ripple in the water carries the weight of 1,000 years of peace, lulling your mind into a state of absolute security. O now stand at the threshold of the central island. Before you, a bridge made of a single span of white stone leads to the royal temple of Poseidon. The geometry of the city has centered your thoughts, clearing away the noise of the modern world. You are no longer a traveler. You are a part of the stone, the water, and the silence. Prepare yourself, for we are about to enter the heart of the golden glow, where the secrets of the gods are kept in silence. You stand before the massive gates of the royal temple. They are not made of iron or bronze, but covered in orichalcum, a legendary metal that glows with a soft internal fire. As you reach out to touch the surface, a low, melodic vibration hums through your fingertips, resonating deep within your chest. It is the sound of 1,000 years of peace, a frequency that slows your heart rate and clears your mind. Inside, the ceiling is a masterwork of ivory, gold, and silver. Massive silver pillars rise like frozen beams of moonlight, supporting a roof that glitters with the light of 1,000 gems. In the center stands the statue of Poseidon, driving a chariot of winged horses. The air here is cool and perfectly still. Every breath you take feels lighter, as if the temple itself is breathing with you, exhaling all the tension from your body. You find a spot on the smooth, warm floor. The red glow of the orichalcum walls begins to dim and pulse, matching the rhythm of your breath. Here, in the heart of the golden temple, time has no meaning. The weight of the world above has vanished. You are safe. You are heavy. You are ready to drift deeper into the blue silence. The golden light of the temple begins to soften, turning from a brilliant crimson to a deep ethereal violet. The island continent, having fulfilled its destiny, now begins its slow, graceful descent into the embrace of the Atlantic. There is no chaos, no fear, only the inevitable weight of water and the quiet dignity of a legend returning to its source. You feel the ground beneath you tilting ever so slightly, a gentle rocking motion that feels like a cradle on the tide. As the waves rise to meet the ivory ceilings, a curtain of sapphire water drapes over the silver pillars. The air is replaced by a profound, cool silence. You are descending through layers of history, leaving the world of sunlight and noise far above. The pressure of the deep sea is not a burden. It is a heavy, warm blanket that wraps around your limbs, pulling you deeper into the velvet darkness. Your eyes close, synchronized with the rhythmic pulse of the ocean floor. The great city now rests upon the soft, sandy bed of the abyss. The temples, the canals, and the orichalcum walls are now part of the eternal blue. You have reached the point of no return, where the mind stops seeking and starts simply being. The descent is complete. You are anchored in the deep, where the currents are slow and the dreams are timeless. Let the weight of the water carry away the last of your thoughts. Now, the story of Atlantis is no longer a tale told by another. It has become a part of your own stillness. Every silver pillar, every golden wall, and every ripple of the concentric canals has faded into the soft velvet dark of your mind. There is nothing left to seek, nothing left to remember. You are floating in a timeless expanse where the weight of your body is indistinguishable from the weight of the deep sea. Let the silence be your guide. The lost empire rests in peace, and so do you. The blue world embraces you. Sleep now, sleep, deep, in the eternal blue. Now, deeper into the heart of this submerged palace we go. You find yourself standing at the entrance of the great crystal library. There are no scrolls here, no heavy parchments. Instead, thousands of translucent crystals are embedded into the indigo stone walls, each one pulsing with a soft bioluminescent light. This is the stored memory of a civilization that understood the stars and the soul. As you walk past them, the air feels cool and charged with a gentle, static peace. As your hand brushes near a prism of light, a faint melodic frequency fills the room. It is the sound of pure information, a language of light that doesn't require words. You don't need to understand it with your mind. Your body absorbs the ancient calm stored within these stones. The geometry of the library, a perfect octahedron, aligns your own energy. Your thoughts are becoming as clear and as still as the crystals surrounding you. The blue glow of the library begins to ebb and flow like a slow celestial tide. With every pulse of light, you feel a layer of tension leaving your shoulders, your neck, and your mind. The knowledge of the ancients tells you that you are safe and that it is time to let go of the day's burden. You are becoming a part of the archive, a silent witness to eternity. The light is dimming now, shifting into a deep, restful violet. Leaving the library's quiet wisdom, you step into a hidden sanctuary, the healing gardens of Atlantis. Here, the air is humid and sweet, filled with the scent of jasmine and prehistoric lily that bloom only in the moonlight. Below your feet, narrow silver canals carry mineral-rich waters that glow with a soft emerald hue. Every drop that falls into the pools creates a perfect rhythmic ripple, echoing the slow, steady beat of your own heart. Notice the giant ferns and weeping vines that drape from the stone arches. They breathe with you, exhaling a pure silver mist that cools your skin and lungs. As the wind brushes through the glowing leaves, it creates a sound like 1,000 distant whispers, telling you that all is well. You are surrounded by life that is ancient and peaceful, a green embrace that invites you to release the very last of your worries into the flowing water. Your consciousness begins to drift along the silver canals, moving toward the outer rings of the city. The sounds of the garden are growing faint, replaced by the deep, steady hum of the great ocean beyond the walls. You are like a leaf on the water, effortless and light, being carried toward a place of absolute stillness. Let the current take you. Let the garden fade into a dream of green and blue. Deep beneath the central temple lies the heart of the empire, the chamber of energy. As you enter, the cool blue of the garden is replaced by a warm golden red radiance. In the center, a colossal pillar of raw orichalcum stands tall, pulsing with a rhythmic subterranean light. You feel a gentle heat radiating from the stone, a warmth that begins at your feet and slowly travels up, relaxing every muscle and bone in your body. The vibration of the orichalcum is perfectly tuned to the frequency of deep rest. Close your eyes and let your breathing match the slow pulse of the chamber. With every breath, you are absorbing the ancient energy of the earth, a power that is steady, eternal, and peaceful. There is no resistance here. Your body feels heavy yet effortless, as if you are melting into the warm golden floor. You are safe in the core of the world. The pulsing light is beginning to steady, becoming a soft, constant glow. Your energy is now balanced and still. The warmth has filled your entire being, leaving you in a state of absolute security. You are ready to leave the solid earth and look toward the infinite stars. The vibration is fading, leaving only a profound golden silence. Now, rise with me. Leave the warmth of the earth behind as we ascend to the highest spire of Atlantis, the celestial observatory. Here the heavy stone walls give way to a massive dome of pure, transparent crystal. Above you, the Atlantic sky is a velvet tapestry of 1 billion stars, so bright and so close you feel you could reach out and touch the edge of the galaxy. The air is thin, cool, and carries the silent music of the spheres. Look down at the dark ocean surrounding the city. The stars above reflect perfectly in the still water below, until you can no longer tell where the sea ends and the heavens begin. You are suspended in the center of infinity. The vastness of the universe does not make you feel small. It makes you feel connected. Your breath is the wind, your heartbeat is the pulse of a distant nebula. All earthly noise has faded, leaving only the profound harmony of the cosmos. It is time to let your spirit drift away from the spire, away from the city, and into the deep, dark blue. The stars are beginning to blur, turning into soft points of light like glowing plankton in the sea. You are falling upward into the night, then downward into the waves, merging with the eternal silence. The universe is watching over you. You are free. You are light. You are drifting into a dream without end. You have reached the final destination. Beyond the temples, beyond the stars, lies the eternal archive of the deep. Here, in the absolute stillness of the ocean floor, the story of Atlantis and the story of your day become one. There is no more past, no more future, only the gentle, heavy embrace of the water. You are sinking into the softest sand where every thought is dissolved into the infinite blue. Release everything. The city sleeps. The ocean protects. You are home. Sleep now, deep sleep. Goodbye, traveler. Time seems to have stood still here, deep beneath the crushing weight of the Atlantic. You find yourself drifting toward a massive glass dome, once a window to the sun, now a sanctuary for the deep. It is completely veiled in ancient, glowing corals that shimmer like living jewels in the dark. As you approach, the soft blue light reflecting off the reef guides you into a state of profound stillness. Every inch of the structure is alive with bioluminescent anemones, pulsing in rhythm with the slow ocean currents. The water here is clear and heavy, pressing gently against you like a cool, silken blanket. You watch the tiny, glowing particles dance in the faint light, and with every movement, you feel your own thoughts becoming just as light, just as effortless. There's no noise here, only the grand, silent memory of a world long gone. The dome fades behind you as you drift deeper following the gentle slope of the ruins. The lights of the coral reef become distant stars in the underwater night. Your body is now perfectly weightless, perfectly at peace. You are ready to enter the inner sanctum, where the echoes of the past wait to sing you to sleep. Let the darkness be your comfort. Let the deep sea be your bed. Entering a forgotten hall, you witness a miracle of ancient light. Faint, holographic fragments of Atlantis' history flicker to life, dancing in the dark water like ghostly embers. These are not just images, but memories preserved in light, glowing with a soft indigo hue. You don't need to understand the stories they tell. You only need to feel the profound peace that radiates from their silent movement. A melody begins to rise, so faint it feels like a memory of a dream. It is a song without words, a chorus of voices from a time when the world was young. The music vibrates through the water and into your very core, washing away the last remnants of the day's noise. Your heart slows to the rhythm of the ancient chant, and your mind begins to drift untethered and free, following the echoes into the deep. The holographic lights begin to dissolve, turning into tiny particles of starlight that melt into the darkness. The song fades into a gentle hum, leaving you wrapped in a cocoon of indigo silence. You are no longer a visitor. You are a part of the echo itself, The weight of your eyelids matches the weight of the sea, pulling you down into a soft, lightless embrace. Everything is fading. Everything is still. As you drift further into the lightless abyss, a new sensation finds you. It is a gentle, radiating warmth rising from the geothermal vents of the ocean floor. The cold currents of the deep are replaced by a soothing heat, wrapping around your body like a heavy weighted blanket. There is no need to move, no need to resist. The earth itself is cradling you in its ancient volcanic embrace. With every pulsing wave of heat, you feel the last remnants of tension melting away from your muscles. Your shoulders, your back, and your mind become fluid, merging with the warm, dark water. The pressure of the deep sea is no longer a force, but a constant, reassuring touch telling you that you are anchored and safe. You are drifting in a golden liquid silence where the world above is nothing more than a fading memory. The warmth is now a part of you. You are sinking deeper into the soft, warm sands of the abyss, moving toward the very core of peace. The vibration of the earth is your only companion now, a steady, eternal hum that lulls your spirit into a dreamless state. Your journey is descending into the ultimate dark, where only rest remains. Let yourself go. Sink into the warmth. Out of the velvety darkness, the ancient guardians of the sea emerge to join you. Great blue whales, moving with a grace that defies their massive size, glide silently through the ruins. Their low, melodic songs vibrate through the water, a lullaby that has echoed through the oceans for millions of years. You are not alone in this deep silence. You are being watched over by the wisdom of the ancients. Feel the resonance of their calls in your own chest. It is a frequency that speaks directly to your soul, telling you to let go of the surface world entirely. The rhythmic pulse of their breath becomes your own. As they spiral slowly into the darkness below, they take the last of your waking thoughts with them. You are drifting in the slipstream of a giant, safe and weightless in the infinite blue night. The shadows of the whales merge with the dark water as they disappear into the abyss. But their song remains, a fading echo that anchors you to this place of total peace. Your mind is now as vast and as quiet as the ocean itself. There is no more searching, only the steady, slow movement of the currents. You are ready for the final flame. You are ready to sleep. At the very end of the ruins, a single blue flame flickers in the dark water. It is the eternal flame of Atlantis, a light that does not burn but radiates pure peace. As you watch its soft dance, your eyes grow impossibly heavy. The flame is the last thing you see before the world dissolves into a perfect, lightless indigo. You have found the source of rest. You have come home. Everything is still. The story ends here, but your peace is eternal. Sleep now, sleep, in the deep blue silence